job act to go to because I am undocumented. But deferred action didn't happen until June. The announcement didn't happen until June 15 of 2012, and I was graduating May 15 of 2012. So you can only imagine when I was walking across that stage I was just joyful walking across the stage with my friends and watching my family in the audience and being told, oh, my degree right now is not going to go to anywhere because I'm still undocumented. Then the president's announcement came about. I had a degree registered to go back to UNLV for a second degree. So in 2014, when I graduated my second degree, I walked across that stage knowing that Monday I was going back to work, back on organizing, back canvassing, phone banking. So you can imagine the perspective of like 2 years later and how much it impacted my life thanks to President Obama and the executive action he introduced.
It's clear that DACA has really made a difference in your life and so many others, but I think that we need to do more. DACA is just a first step towards protecting our working immigrant community. Our broken immigration system is an invitation for employers to exploit workers and abuse the system, and we've all seen it. Which is why comprehensive immigration reform is so important. Blanca and Yvanna, can you talk about how comprehensive immigration reform would impact Nevada? Yvanna?
Yeah. So thank you so much, Liz. Thanks to all of you for being here. I know that to take time out of your day to come and learn and really participate about how we can all make a difference together is a big deal. So please hold around the phone. I think it's important to start by talking about facts. Because too often immigration reform is talked about emotionally, and we forget that there are real numbers behind why comprehensive immigration reform is important. So just to start, over 10 years, if we pass comprehensive immigration reform today, we would add $1.5 trillion with a T dollars to the economy. Versus if we were to try to deport all 11 million people who we know are in this country without documentation, which would cost us $2.6 trillion. Now, I'm not a math expert by any means, but I always know that it's better to have money coming in than going out, right? Second, now, let's talk about what that would mean for jobs. That would be 154,400 jobs a year if we were to pass comprehensive immigration reform today. Next, let's talk about what that would mean for money coming into individual workers. On average, naturalized citizens make $4,405 more a year than folks who are either legal permanent residents or undocumented. And that's for low-skilled workers. For high-skilled workers, it goes over $6,000 a year. Third thing I'll say is across the country, states that have egregious anti-immigrant policies have seen economic numbers tank versus states that have immigrant-friendly policies where their economies thrive, particularly in sectors like in agriculture and manufacturing. Now, as an organizer, I know that numbers don't lie, but they also don't tell the whole story. Do you all know what that means? How many of you have experienced that, where numbers are only part of the picture, right? And so the reality is that behind all of these numbers that we would benefit from are people who would benefit from not having an employer who says, well, this week, even though you worked your 60 hours on this project, I'm not going to pay you. And if you do something about it, I'm going to call ICE. People who go to work every morning and don't know if they're going to be home to get their kids' dinner ready.